This video is about the city and district of Muğla Province. For other uses, see Fethiye. Fethiye is a city and district of Muğla Province in the Aegean region of Turkey with about 146,000 inhabitants. Modern Fethiye is located on the site of the ancient city of Telmessos, the ruins of which can be seen in the city, e.g. the Hellenistic theatre by the main quay. Telmessos was the most important city of Lycia, with a recorded history starting in the 5th century BC. A Lycian legend explains the source of the name Telmessos as follows. The god Apollo falls in love with the youngest daughter of the King of Phoenicia, Agenor. He disguises himself as a small dog, and thus gains the love of the shy, withdrawn daughter. After he reappears as a handsome man, they have a son, whom they name Telmessos. The city became part of the Persian Empire after the invasion of the Persian general Harpagos in 547 BC, along with other Lycian and Carian cities. Telmessos then joined the Attic-Delos Union established in mid-5th century BC, and, although it later left the Union and became an independent city, continued its relations with the Union until the 4th century BC. The Oracle of Telmessos, devoted to Apollo, had great impact on the course of ancient history. Legend says that Alexander the Great, on a mission to invade Anatolia in the winter of 334 circumflex 333 BC, entered Telmessos harbour with his fleet. The commander of the fleet, Nerchus, asks permission of King Antipatrides of Telmessos for his musicians and slaves to enter the city. On getting the permission, the warriors with weapons hidden in the flute boxes captured the Acropolis during the feast held at night. Very little is known of the city during Byzantine times. Surviving buildings attest to considerable prosperity during late antiquity, but most were abandoned in the 7th or 8th centuries due to the Arab-Byzantine wars. The city was fortified in the 8th century, and appears as Telmessos or Anastasiopolis is circa 800. By the 10th century, the ancient name was forgotten, and it became known as Maka or Makri, from the name of the island at the entrance to the harbour. In the 12th or 13th centuries there are signs of renewed prosperity. The city walls were enlarged. A report from 1106 names Maka a centre for perfume production, and geographical works from the 13th century describe the city as a commercial centre. The area fell to the Turks in the late 12th or early 13th century. Telmessos was ruled by the Anatolian Beylik of Mentiri starting in 1284, under the name Baskaza. It became part of the Ottoman Empire in 1424. The town grew considerably in the 19th century, and had a large Greek population at this time. Following the population exchange between Greece and Turkey, the Greeks of Makri were sent to Greece, where they founded the town of Makri in Greece. The town was resettled with Turks from Greece. At nearby quay, formerly Lycia, the abandoned Greek Orthodox Church is still standing. In 1934, the city was renamed Fethiye in honor of Fethiye Bey, one of the first pilots of the Ottoman Air Force, killed on an early mission. Fethiye has experienced many earthquakes. Last significant ones date to 1957 and 1961, with 67 casualties and 3,200 damaged buildings after the 25.04.1957 earthquake. The town has been rebuilt since then and now has a modern harbour and a marina. On August 3, 1953, Air France Flight 152, while en route from Rome to Beirut, ditched into the Gulf of Fethiye off KA umlaut plus or minus ZA umlaut plus or minus Larda. Of the 8 crew and 34 passengers on board, 4 drowned. The survivors were hosted by the residents during their stay in the town. Fethiye is one of Turkey's well-known tourist centres, and is especially popular during the summer. In the last 10 years, Fethiye has become a magnet for British. Apart from its climate and natural beauty, the Britons are attracted by its less expensive lifestyle, and the hospitality of the local people. The British population in Turkey is between 34,000 and 38,000. As a result of the large British population, and the high numbers of Britons going there for holiday, Fethiye A tilde 14 was chosen as the best tourism centre in the world by The Times and The Guardian newspapers in 2007. Over 7,000 British citizens permanently live in Fethiye, while approximately 600,000 British tourists visit the town every summer.